Raj from Innovative Agriculture. Viewers, today I will discuss the production technology of rice. As you know, the rice is the only hydrophilic plant in Gremini family. All the other cereals like wheat, like maize, barley, oats, they are not hydrophilic plant. The rice is only hydrophilic plant. The hydrophilic plant is in fact the plant which completes its life cycle, its production time in standing water. And you know the yield of rice is high as the water kept standing in those fields, and the field where the water is not able to stand, there may be deficient of water, there may be the nature of soil, sandy soil, the yield is ultimately affected by due to lack of water. So that's why, due to that hydrophilic nature, the rice need different dynamics. Its root system is different. Its uptake, the nutrition uptake is different because photosynthesis, you have to produce the photosynthesis, it need uptake of different nutrients from soil, and because the water is in soil, it's cultivated in standing water. That's why it needs different dynamics, different parameters to uptake those different nutrients from soil. For that purpose, zinc, potash, and sulfur are the most ultimate required nutrient for rice to complete its life cycle, to maximize its yield, to maximize its tilling, because the yield of plant, any crop is made by the tilling and the cycle of that. So for that purpose, keep it clear, you must apply potash, which is unfortunately lacked by the other farmers. They thought the DAP, the nitrophos, the nitrogen is sufficient for rice. This is not sufficient because already we have discussed that the potash is regulator and transporter. Both the functions are kept on by potash. The regulation of the nutrients and the transportation of the nutrients to leaf to make the photosynthesis. Now, zinc and sulfur. These are two elements which are primarily required for that support to transport and regulate the nutrients from soil to the leaves. That's why the three nutrients potash, zinc, and sulfur are prerequisitely needed to rice to increase its production. And production will be increased ultimately when you apply these three elements in abundant in form. But unfortunately, there is a fashion in Pakistan that the farmer thought that there is no need of potash. In fact, the potash is the major element, the major nutrient part of that rice plant. So try to keep half of bag potash. One bag is a requirement. Half bag must be put in puddling stage when you irrigate your field, puddling stage, and the rest may be apply at the flowering, the tasseling stage. The zinc and sulfur, they must be added at any time when there is the gap of 7 to 8 days between phosphorus and zinc, because when you apply zinc and phosphorus together, they make zinc phosphate, which is unavailable to the plants. So apply phosphorus in its puddling stage, potash in its puddling stage, sulfur in its puddling, but zinc must be applied after 10 to 15 days after that transplantation of plants. So keep it clear, the potash, the zinc, and sulfur are most required elements in rice production. So try to keep on put on these elements so that it may increase its yield. Allah Hafiz.